that is meaning of lines and surfaces are almost important. For any orthographic projection, we need to identify the meaning of line or surface. How to identify those lines? Let me discuss it over here. So for that, first orient yourself with the views given. We have to orient ourselves with the given view and read the individual set of lines or surfaces that appeared in each view and related to each other. We have to identify those surfaces or those lines. For that, what should we do? So for that, mentally create and sketch a form of the surface that produce the same orthographic views as those at the beginning. What should we do? We have to form the sketch of individual parts, what we did in the first exercise. For example, identify cylinder, identify any prism or cone or sphere, and mentally create a sketch of the object, its form, what should it appear, and repeat the steps 2 and 3 until all the surfaces are read. So read all the surfaces one by one and grasp it or imagine all individual primitives, and according to those primitives draw its individual view, and after that assemble all these primitives and we can find out its final isometric view. During the repeating process, the details of an object are added up until its completed shape is obtained. So we have to finally obtain the final shape considering all given elementary steps. Guidance 1. Some of the guidance or hints to draw this orthographic view to isometric view. Adjacent areas that are not in the same plane must be separated by lines. In any view, if two areas are drawn in the orthographic view and they are not in the same plane, they must be separated by the lines. The example is given over here. This is an example. If the object is like this, in top view, this rectangle and this rectangle would appear as the two adjacent rectangles over here. So in this case, these two rectangles or these two areas should be separated by line, because both these planes are not coplanar. Both surfaces are not on the same plane. One is on this plane, another is on this plane. So they should be separated by a straight line drawn over here. It should be fully visible, and for bottom view it should be dotted line which represents this edge. So for this object, if you look from the front side, it appears like this. From top side, it appears like this. These are the different planes. This is the line which exists over here. So it should be drawn to separate two different planes. This one, this line exists over here. And this is edge view. So this line also, this surface also exists over here, and this is edge view. So for this plane, this is edge, and for this plane, this is edge. And if this is the shape, if both these rectangles are in the same plane, then no need to draw this line. If this kind of object is there, then its front view would appear like this, and hence this line will not exist over here. It could be erased. Now one more example. Top view is like this. Three rectangles A, B and C, and lines are here. This line is drawn and this line is drawn. Here lines are there. It means that all the surfaces A, B and C are not in the same plane. All are not coplanar. So that's why these lines are drawn. So from this line we have to find out its isometric view or its missing views. What could be the possible side view on, and what could be its possible top view that we have to draw. So for that, let me imagine some of possible objects shape. What could be the possible shape of the object? One is this, right? Can you imagine? A is here, B is here, C is here. All are rectangles. In top view, it would appear like this. in front view it would appear as an L shape, or in left hand side view it would appear as an L shape. In front view it would appear as shown over here. So this is one possibility. From this possibility we can draw its missing view, its right hand side view, left hand side view, top view, bottom view, or any view, or rear view. This is second possibility. Yes, it could be like this. If the object is drawn like this, then its top view would be rectangle as A, B could be like this, and C could be like this. So B and C are inclined faces, hence this is not the true shape of its plane, B and C. Actually B and C are longer plane, but here they will be shrinked out because of taperness of the surface. And one more possibility for this view, for this top view, is this, right? A is a parallel over here, B is here, and C is tapered. And the distance of these planes B and C may vary. This height may be any height. That height will not make any difference in its top view. So this height can be altered. This angle of inclination of plane C can be altered, and accordingly there will not be any change in top view of given object. So I hope the discussion about this missing view is clear to you. These are the possible three views, and from these three views we can draw the possible missing views of this object. Now second case. Areas that show a similar shape is in more than one view is the same surface. What does it mean? The areas which are having similar shape in any two view. For example, this is top view and this is side view. In these two views, this C-shaped object or U-shaped object is here, and here also U-shaped object is there. So these two are similar shape in more than two views, in one view and two view. So for that, let me pick up this portion having similar shape, and if you draw the projection line from top view and from side view, they would cut each other at this plane. So from this you should be able to visualize that this is a taper surface having identical views in top view and side view. So this is a taper surface. It is shown by this green colored line, and that taper surface can be drawn in the rectangle or in the cube like this. This is the line can be drawn from the measuring distance from this edge to this edge, and from that join that corner, that edge to this corner by this U-shaped portion. So this is the U colored, shown by green colored U portion. Here is U, and this is tapered surface which is drawn over here. So I hope it's clear to you, right? So this we have drawn. Similar shape in more than two views would have the same surface. So this is the similar surface. Now think about this portion shown by red colored line or red colored. So this is a projection line drawn from here, and this projection line is to be, it cuts over here, and here dotted line is there. So dotted line means it's an hidden edge. So for that you can imagine here edge would be there from here to here and here to here, which could be drawn like this, right? This would be the case. So this is the top view of this object would appear like this in our isometric view, in isometric view, and this dotted line would be here. So it's a hidden line which is drawn over here, right? So these are the edges, this shown by this saffron color. These are the edges, two rectangles, one is here, another is here. It could be visible over here, which is shown by edge over here, and hence its isometric view would be like this. You can draw its isometric view, join these two. So when we draw this as an opaque surface, this portion would be erased because it's not visible from here, so that could be trimmed out. Similarly here also edge would be there from here to here, so it should be drawn like this. So these are the three views of this object, and this is the isometric view of the object. Now if in this case this view is not given to us, we can imagine that this view and it could be drawn. Similarly, we can draw other missing views, its bottom view, rear view, or left hand side view of this object. Its left hand side view also would be identical to its right hand side view. Now one more example, example A. This is an object given to us and symbol of third angle projection method is given to us. Now from this we have to draw its missing view and its isometric view. So for that, draw a meter line and pick up any one shape. Here these two shapes are of similar shape, you can see here both are having same shape, and by taking projection from here we could identify that these two cuts this side view over here. As these lines are drawn, from this line we can pick up this plane. This line shows a plane and two views are identical in two views, hence both these are having similar shape. So here taper shape would be there. So for that we draw a taper shape like this from this end to this end, because both are having identical shape. So this could be the taper shape. Now think about this portion. Similar shape, this and this both are similar shape, having red colored. So that also can be identified and could be drawn from here to here. So this line shows the plane of these two objects or these two areas, which is drawn over here like this. So this line shows the plane, this plane, red colored plane. In top view it would appear like this, in front view it would appear like this, and in side view it would appear as a inclined line. Now the last portion, this one. So for this also draw three views, identify the three views. One is here, another is here. So in one view it's a plane, in rest two views it's just line. In front view it's a line, in top view it's a line. So this plane is to be drawn over here like this. So this is the isometric view of this plane. Now this rectangle retains with us as shown by blue colored. So think about this rectangle that could be drawn over here as shown like this. This is a rectangle which is visible in front view. In side view it would be just a line, in top view also it would be just a line. So this is an object for these three views. From this object we can draw its missing views. One more example, symbol third angle projection method is given to us. So third angles projection method is employed over here. Three views are there. Identify some known primitive cells. This is the primitives known, and this is an identical shape you can see here, and here inclined line is there. So again we pick up that line, draw projection line, draw meter line, take projection from here, transfer those points to here, and this line shown by green colored is the line showing these two planes which are visible in front view and inside view, and this line shows the top view of this plane. So we have to draw this plane as shown over here like this. We can measure the distances, take projections, make a rectangle, make a box, and this is draw this inclined line in top view, and this is the orthographic isometric view of this orthographic front view and this side view. Right? I hope it's clear. Now next, think about this L shape. This is an L shape and this would be its side view, and this L shape would have, this is an edge for this L shape, so that could be drawn, and this is an L shape, it could be drawn over here, and this is the plane for this L shape in inside view, so it could be drawn like this. So this L shape which is visible in front view, it could be drawn over here. In top view, this L shape would appear just as a line. In right hand side view also, this L shape would appear just as a line as shown over here. Now one more view, this one, this right angle triangle. So what's about this right angle triangle? Imagine its possible views. It could be like this, right? If you look from top, it appears as a right angle triangle, but here it's visible like this. So this is in front view, this plane would coincide with this line, and in side view also this plane will coincide with this line. So this is drawn. Think about another possible view, this shown by blue colored, this one, this rectangle which would appear over here, so that we can draw like this. Then think about these upper views, this shown by pink colored shape, it would appear in top view over here, an isometric view that would appear as shown over here. Another pink colored portion, this one, that would appear over here in top view. In front view, this line coincides with this plane. In side view, this line coincides with this plane as shown over here, and this is the isometric view of this top view. Now only one portion left with us, that is this portion, and here gap is there, so we have to draw this portion over here as shown by pink colored, this one. This plane coincides with this dotted line, not with this upper line, but with this dotted line as shown over here, so that could be visible like this, right? Is it clear to you? This one, this plane, this box, and this portion, cut portion. So this is the isometric view of this object, and from this isometric view we can draw its missing view, any missing view which is asked in the problem. Now with missing view problems, some of the problems related to missing views that we are going to discuss in this discussion. First, this is an given object, two views are given to us, and from these two views we have to draw its missing view. So for that, how do we proceed further? Draw meter line and draw projection line from its front view,